Well, wouldn't you know, my first real gold discovery with the SDC, and I didn't get it on film. Well, I've just dropped 𝗏𝗏𝗏 off at dance. Sarah told me to be here with her at 4, but it turns out dance doesn't start until 4:30. But that's actually good because it means it doesn't finish at 5, it means it finishes at 5:30, which means I've got an hour and a half to fill in. So I'm going to go out with the detector and see what I can find. Well, I'm in an area where there is heaps of trash. Like there's targets all down the bottom here like you wouldn't believe, but everything I've found so far has been iron. But I started moving through this material, which is old alluvial stuff, and I came across this where I got another screaming target. But the target wasn't down here, it was actually in the rock. Yeah, no more that I can detect. Or maybe, actually. Maybe. But anyway, this rock, look, watch this. When I'm doing this, when I'm hitting that pick to the rock, I'm closing my eyes because it is so bloody hard. But anyway, have a look over here. I've just crushed this piece up. And look at that. That's my first nugget. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And if I could get the damn thing to focus. But I suspect that I can see fine gold in that as well, in the crushings from around that piece. So based on that, I reckon that I'm going to go over this big boulder of alluvial, like it's conglomerate alluvial material, go over it a little bit more carefully and thoroughly, and actually anything I break off it, I think I'm going to take home, crush, and see what fine gold I get out of it. Because that's a nice chunky piece, and if this was alluvial material and it's fallen out in a particular spot where the heavies are accumulating, you'd think that there might be some other gold around it, not just the nugget. The nugget! Oh, my first nugget! So you saw how hard that rock is, therefore I'm not going to try and dig those targets out from the bottom of this boulder. I think it'd be too difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'll come back another day, tomorrow, tonight, soon, with my rock chisels that one of my subscribers found for me, and I think I'll actually work this from the top. But before I do that, I might take the bits that I've already busted off home, crush them, and see if they've got fine gold in them. Because if that's got fine gold in it, then I probably want to take the whole boulder, not just the targets. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm racing ahead of myself. Let's have a little bit of a look around, see what else we can see. Well, I reckon I found another one. Definitely. In fact, I reckon that's not as good as the other one, the first one, but that's the best one I've found since then, just there. But the rest of that session didn't go according to plan. For starters, I shivered the handle, which happened because the fibers in the handle weren't running the full length of the handle, and as a consequence, this piece just shivered off, just came away. I'm going to go into some more detail on that when I make a new handle for the pick on my woodworking channel, or my tools channel, which is Chestnut Nags Tools in Japan. So if you want to know about how to make handles and about a bit more of the technical aspects of the wood, you can pop over to that channel, and when the video comes out, you'll get to see it. But the next thing that went wrong is all the filming that I did of the various targets that I found, some really nice targets, but the film that I've got of that, well, it just something went wrong with the camera and it's gone. So I'll be going back there There will be more videos coming out. This spot is going to get a lot of attention because I found a lot of the targets with the SDC, but also the 2 or 3 handfuls of material of sort of fist-sized rocks that I brought back. I crushed them, and yes, indeed, there was gold within the crushings. I got about 5 specks of gold when I'd only crushed the material to pass through my 10mm screen. Now that means that there's almost certainly going to be more gold in that rock if I were to crush it fine and release it, which is exciting because it was only, you know, 2 or 3 fist-sized, well, less than fist-sized rocks actually. So pretty good spot, but it's got some challenges which I'm going to have to work out how I'm going to overcome. Principally, how to bust that rock open. So, oh, and the other thing that went wrong was that after being so careful with the pick after I broke it and using it while still broken, not getting any splinters, I finished the filming of that little bit of B-roll. I dropped the handle, slid my hand down it, and now I've got a splinter, which I'm going to have to remove. And of course, yeah, since I'm a YouTuber, I will film that. So yeah, because I got no idea how big it is. It doesn't feel that big, but who knows until you pull the thing out. But anyway, have fun and stay tuned for my next visit back to that spot, and I'll catch you guys later.